Valentine? She has her own ship, doesn't she?
I don't. I think she had. She lost her ship, and you traveled all the way to here to Tidehaven via the ship that you got for temporarily from the Fighters Guild from the Hashador.
Got it. Okay.
But
We're
yeah,
good. Then we're caught up.
Right.
okay. Just since it is your first time here, Elijah, on Roll20, I'm going to be sending some links. This I send every beginning of the session because this first one is the soundtrack. It is a site called Watch Together where one people can put the song to play and all the others will hear at the same time. So that way I can change from a calm OST to a battle song to a tense and scary song to set the mood, right? So if you want to hear it, just click it. If you don't want, you don't need to. Just optional. And this one, I normally don't ask for the players to keep track of the stream, but I'm this close, and I'm making a sign of small with my hands. I'm this close of reaching the threshold to receive the Twitch payment. So if you would uh, want to help me, you just have to let the stream running on your computer. You can let it silenced. You just have to watch through the ads, and that way it will add a little more sense to my goal. Okay.
Yeah, of course. Love the sport.
Perfect. So once again to set the scene. Uh, Drevon, you have been very busy this past few days. You received a call for adventure from the Hashador, the guild that you've been the most close to this since you reached Sapphire Island in search for your ring. This time the call was much dire, but it was much more urgent as well. You have to travel with haste through sea until you reach the city of Tidehaven. There you received some information, you did some negotiations, but eventually you get your main goal, that is the vessel that belonged to the one of the pirate princes Finder. He developed a vessel, a ship that could sail underwater and reach unfathomable depths. With said vessel, you, alongside Miss Valentine and two others, reached the deepest depths of the sea, and there you, expecting to face Ia or something similar, but instead you found a squid, as you said it, a creature of high intelligence, of high psionic powers that could even uh, talk with every single one of you telepathically at the same time. Even though the combat was difficult, even though you almost were all wiped out, you managed to succeed victorious and re-emerged with the good news to all the people in Tidehaven, all the people in Mithril Harbor, and all the islands that said Ia, which was controlling and manipulating not only the Sahwagin, the normal troublemakers of the sea, but also a bunch of other sea-dwelling creatures that normally don't get along with one another, uh, and were attacking ships, attacking the coasts, making all sorts of troubles, to the civilized folk, to the civilized land folk in all of the islands. You received your reward. You decided to take your well-deserved rest. And let's say that you spend this next 3 or 4 days, how many you would like to, just resting, just enjoying Tidehaven and enhancing and honing your own abilities and your own connection to your patron. Now, after you think it is all the necessary, all that you needed, you are ready to set once again in search for your own goals. You search for your allies, but you find none of them. You hear the whispers that Bibek and Bjorn returned to Mithril Harbor, and you could find no trace of Miss Valentine whatsoever. But you received a black raven, one that usually don't fly overseas, isn't seen very commonly in these parts of the world. So it all leads you to think that it's more of a personal message, one that was deliberately sent to you. And you wait near dusk time on the third day, looking at the horizon, looking at the seas, and there comes a ship made of black wood, being piloted by some shades, even though it is still sunny. And on that ship, you see. Let's first start with Drevon describing his character. So, Riembeg, you arrive at Tidehaven, that city in the middle of the water, that floating city, uh, by this blackwood ship that it was that it was given to you uh, by your uh, not let's not say patron, but yeah, you are aware of the Raven Queen. So a follower of her just said to you, enter the ship and leave it when you reach Tidehaven. And that is what you did. Okay? As you now look at the floating city, you see an elf, one of grey skin, shadowy aspect, and Drevon. Describe to us visually how your character looks like. What is the other seeing?
Basically, you've got the pale skin, excuse me, white hair. He has like a black mithril armor on. Um, you can see just up above the shoulder blades two hilts that are purple. His eyes are basically they've got purple scleras and black irises, and then I'm sorry, switch that around. It's a black sclera with a purple iris, and he's about 21, weights around about 200. He's also wearing a black cloak, and he has a black raven sitting on his shoulder. Also with purple eyes.
Perfect. And it is a familiar face, right? That's what you decided that you have already met in the past, right?
Correct. Yes, I know
Okay.
him.
So, Drevon, to you it is a familiar face. Also for you, Riembeg. So uh, what it is that Drevon is looking at? How does your character look physically? What color and type of clothing you're wearing? If you're carrying any weapon visually, what is your physical description?
Well, he's got pointy elf ears, some golden eyes. He's about 24, probably weighs around 180. Got a tattoo right there on his chest. It's poking out of his shirt. He's got what would that be? He's got some. It's not white skin, but it's pretty close to it. Slightly tanned, and I've got two hand bows. Trying to think. No armor at the moment.
Okay, perfect. Both of you recognize each other, and you're standing in earshot of one another. What do you do?
I say, welcome, Riembeg. Gotta get used to that name.
It is actually very fitting if you misname him. Riembeg.
Yeah, I correct you and say it's Riembeg. I'm gonna ask you, how'd you get that raven?
It's a gift from the Raven Queen.
Okay. How do you obtain that? It's just given to you, or did you have to do anything special to get that?
Of course, I summoned the familiar to me.
Okay.
She gave me this cool book that allows me to cast spells.
Okay.
Has she sent news?
What was that news? Did it? What do we have to do?
You're asking me?
I'm asking, Drevon. How do I pronounce that?
It's Drevon, and yeah, I
Drevon.
know. I was asking you if the Raven Queen sent news with you.
She sent me some news saying I need to. So am I already at Tidehaven? Or no?
Yeah, we're at Tidehaven right now.
Okay. She said that I need to track down. What was it? I'm trying to think. I need to track down some sort of creature. Don't know what it was though.
The shark dragon.
She give a description.
It was about 4 feet tall. Had long claws and pure black eyes.
Ariel, do I know what he's talking about?
Do I know what he's talking about? What is it? It is an actual creature? Or you're just saying that out of your. You're just describing it now.
Imaginate.
Imagining. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Just so I know. Okay, in that case, what was it? Long claws?
Long claws, about 4 feet tall.
4 feet.
Dark eyes. Short little guy. Or gal.
Dark eyes, long claws. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't sound like any creature you would know of. Drev. Neither do I.
Do we know where we can find this creature?
No information.
You will have to ask around. Ha ha ha.
Yeah,
Interact with the NPCs.
Well, I'm glad you're a gloomstalker because that's your expertise.
exactly. That's why she gave me that news.
I'm fine with that. Just start pointing the direction. Is the ship staying there, or is it starting to sail off again?
Yeah, once you stepped outside of the ship, Riembeg, the ship uh, floated in reverse, although the wind didn't change direction, and it started to sail away back to where it came from.
I'm assuming the shadow fell.
Yeah. Eventually, night falls, and you cannot see where the ship is, even though it's supposedly still in range where you could see it. It suddenly mingles with the shadows and is not to be seen again.
Okay, I'm going to suggest that we go to the tavern that had all the wanted posters, and I'm going to check the wanted posters and see if there anything's fitting that description.
Perfect.
And then I'm assuming that me and Cat Guy is now getting along and not, you know, having hostile intentions toward each other.
Yeah, your nemesis is now more friendly towards you. Okay. You go back to the tavern. Uh, Ringbag, what is your familiarity with these types of place? This is a tavern in a city of pirates, so you can imagine it's pretty dirty, loud, and overall, if you are not used to it, overall very, I would even say scary to someone not used to it. What is your familiarity with such places?
Not super familiar. Probably gonna be sneaking around,
Okay.
figure out what's going on, kind of
Yeah,
pick up on what's happening.
you even instinctively go for your bow for as soon as you stepped in, because it is so loud, so uh, almost you would say even dangerous at first glance that you even think you might need to defend yourself, but and then you relax a little, try to look around, and you see that it's just humans, being loud, being unpleasant. Drevon seems to think it is. Drevon seems to be more used to the place since he doesn't have the same reaction as you do. So if you follow him around, eventually he shows you to a notice board full of wanted posters everywhere that you look. Some more familiar than others for you. Drevon, you once again see Labri's poster for a unreal low price. As far as you know, as far as the tales you've heard of the man, he is devil incarnated, and he is worth like 25 gold pieces. This is not even a true bounty for a outlaw. So you don't know what the deal is, if it's to not encourage people to go after him, or if it's anything else, if it is the law of Mithril Harbor is too afraid of him, or if it is a provocation, maybe you don't know what that is about. But it's not for that that you are looking for wanted posters, right? You start to look and see if you have happen to see of any creature, any halfling, any goblin, anything that could be 4 feet tall. uh, and that is where you're looking for right now. So, who amongst the two of you have happen to have the highest investigation skill? It,
Probably not me.
See.
yeah, you can take a look on your character sheet on your skills. It
I
should
got a
have
+4.
+4. Oh, +4 is good.
I've as well got a +4.
Okay, so one of you,
I'll, I'll give him advantage if I can do that.
perfect. So, do you want to roll, Elijah?
Yeah, so I go to investigation and roll.
Yeah, I don't know how do you do it in Beyond. If there's a way to set
Yeah.
advantage.
You get on investigation. Before
Yeah,
you roll, you need to right click it and then change it to advantage.
advantage. And then roll.
Yes, and then roll.
23.
Whoop whoop.
Seems pretty good.
Yeah. You do a thorough search if there is any creature that could resemble in any way, and unfortunately for you, there is none. At least, not the right size, it seems. Because there are two creatures that could be, but it still doesn't feel right for you, okay? One of them, according to the description in the wanted poster, is the size of a monkey. So, yeah, smaller than you would think, and also no long claws, but the other parts of the description fits. And the other has long claws, is a little bigger, a little taller, even though it's not 4 feet tall. Uh, but but yeah, this one fits best the description. The first one, the monkey, this is his wanted poster. It should be up on your Roll20 screen.
Yeah. Okay.
And you you note that these posters are not uh, it is not the pirates from Tidehaven that put them there. It is probably uh, probably the pirates themselves that are on the posters they took from the city and just put it there as a sort of a pride thing to show off that they are how much each one of them are is worth. And this is the other one. This guy is also a small-sized creature, even though he's. Let me just forget about the flavor text. Focus only on the name and on the character artwork.
Okay.
These are your little guys that match the description.
I'm gonna go with the boggle or boogle is probably what we're looking for.
Yeah.
does it give us an area where this thing can be found?
Yeah. Now that you uh now that the drawing of the boggle caught your attention, you take the poster, you rip the poster out of the notice board, and you realize that it's not a wanted poster. This one. It doesn't have a bounty or reward or anything. It is. Have you seen this creature? I caught a glimpse of it running through my home. I I can swear it stole one of my family's heirloom. If you see such a creature, please return to Gurvash in Tidehaven.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up to the barkeep and ask him if he knows where this Gurvosh is, and I'll flip him a gold piece.
Oh, a shiny. Yes, yes, Gurvash. Mm, do you mind if I ask what is your what is your business with her?
She's looking for a creature, and so are we. So we need to go talk to her and get a starting point of trying to find this creature for her.
Oh, oof, okay. Well, keep your eyes open with her, okay? She is. People tend to say that she's a little crazy. And also, she's pretty strong, so. That isn't a combination of features you would like in a person, right?
Crazy is my middle name.
Ooh, okay, so that is exactly where you should go then, my friend. Be happy. Um,
Hey Ariel, can you spell that name for me, the Gurvosh?
let me write that down.
Yeah, that's why I asked how to spell
Yeah.
it because I was like, how do you spell that?
Bitty bitty bitty. Well, yes, but uh, now if you want to search for Gurvash, you would be more successful if you look for her on the western side of Tidehaven. You probably will see some weird things hanged around her ship. She is sort of a mystical person. I don't know if you call it you can call her a cleric. I never seen she operating miracles like healing people, so I think she's just a fanatic, probably zealot or something like that. She's more of the fighty type, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, but she can be found. Her ship can be found on the western side of Tidehaven. All right. I appreciate your time. If for some reason you have any other information on her or anything, I appreciate you trying to get a hold of me.
Well, no, that's really all that I know. That she deals with some weird stuff. I don't know if you can call it gods or deities, but those are creatures that I'd never heard anyone mentioning but her. So keep your eyes open.
Will do. Thanks for the warning.
Okay.
All right. I suggest we head off to the west. What time of day is it right now?
It was dusk when the Riembeg Riembeg's ship uh, reached the Tidehaven, so now it's evening, early evening, I would say.
Okay, Riembeg, I guess we either can hang back for the night and um, stay in a place to sleep, or and go there in the morning, or we can try it and at night. What do you want to do?
I'd say let's rest up and get prepared for the hike towards the west.
Okay, I go back to the barkeep and said, "Do you have any rooms here, or is there any rooms around close?"
Uh, yes, why not? How much do you have?
How much money do I have?
Yeah, that you want to spend in a room.
Uh, 5 gold, but that also includes dinner and breakfast.
Ooh, 5 gold. Yeah, I have rooms for you. Of course. Why did you say that first? Anyways, and he shows you a very dirty and very unpleasant room that surely doesn't isn't worth 5 gold. Not even the poorest place on earth, but it is enough to spend the night.
I tell him if I give you this 5 gold, someone better clean that room real quick before I get in there, and we'll have dinner right now.
Well, I once I finish tending to the customers in my tavern.
Oh, I guess we'll take it. What do you have to eat?
I have lamprey uh, with a homebrewed sauce that you would love. You have to taste
Okay, we'll take two of those. Uh, what are you gonna have? I'll just have a water to drink. Rembeg, what are you gonna have?
Yeah, I'll take water with some ice.
Yeah, good luck with the ice.
Well, you spent 5 gold. Trying to get
Yeah.
every bit out of it that I can. Since the room looked like that.
Okay, we're just gonna sit and wait for the food.
it. Okay. The food surprisingly isn't as bad as the rest, but he
Okay, I'll do a
never clean.
prestidigitation on the food to spice it up a little bit,
Okay, okay,
and
yeah.
then
It,
the water to make it taste a little bit better, almost like Kool Aid.
okay. Yeah, and the food isn't as bad as you compared to the rest, but it'll make it taste a little bit better. You're prestidigitating both of the dishes or just yours
No, both the dishes and the water.
and the water. Okay. Uh, okay. So it's even more pleasant with your magic, but he never gets to clean the room because he keeps using the excuse that he have to attend the bar. So eventually it's too late. You're already uh, you really want to go to sleep. That you unless you want to clean it yourself, you are eventually notice he won't do it.
Okay, that's fine. If if the blanket and the pillow are that dirty and the bed is that dirty, I'll press digitation to clean it at least enough to where I can lie down.
Okay. Night passes and you wake up the next day after some wild dreams. Both of you had dreams with ravens in different scenarios, probably in different context, but you waken up feeling the the urgency of your duties. You wake up, you the barkeep serves breakfast for you, and you are ready to set towards Gurvash, or so you expect to. Is there anything else you want to do before going to Gurvash? No, guys.
Uh, we've already eaten breakfast, you said.
Yeah, most important.
Yes, of course. Uh,
I
I'm
just make
all
sure that
good to go.
I just make sure my Raven is around and keeping an eye out for me.
Hmm.
When we step outside, I'll have him fly off and kind of keep a eye on my surroundings and let me know if there's anything that I should know about that's going on.
Okay. It is always prestative. It is always ready to engage, to help you or to warn you of the imminent danger. But that is what keeps you uh, not relaxed, but it keeps you more certain to do what you intend to. But other than that, at least for now, it doesn't warn you of anything. It seems that it's a clear path, at least for now. You walk through all of Tidehaven, having to calculate each and every step, so you don't end up falling because of your lack of balance. And as you can see on the map, there are some sharks living underneath the city, so that won't be a very pleasant swim with all those hammerheads. But eventually, you reach the western end of Tidehaven, and you see not be what can only be Gurvash's ship, at least from the description you received of her. You see a ship decorated with different types of, you can only describe it as charms, as different uh, charms made of fish bones, with scales, with bird bones and beaks. Some of them just hanged as they are. Others reorganize to represent a symbol or to form a different shape of a different animal, or even to resemble a humanoid figure. You see that there are symbols not only made out of physical material, but also painted on the wood of the ship and on the wood of the on the wall and on the floor of the ship. Symbols with of different that seem to resemble an alphabet, but not one that you can easily identify. But you could, if you want, through a religion check of DC 15 or higher. So only one of you can try it. So decide amongst you who has the higher religion skill.
I have a +1. What do you got there, Elijah?
Elijah, hello.
I forgot to unmute it.
Oh, it
I said
happens.
I've got a +4, so it'd have to be me.
Yep, that would be you.
Just do a regular roll this time.
I don't know. Can I give him an advantage, or is it just a regular roll there,
Do
Ariel?
you have? Yeah, why not? Why not? Go ahead, roll with advantage.
Okay. Got me a 12.
Yeah, a DC 15 is what you needed, so that won't be enough. You, neither of you recognize what dialect, what alphabet, what symbols or runes are those that someone drew on the ship. Okay? The door is only half closed, so you can see the light coming from within the ship, and you can hear the sounds of objects being used, probably to probably some sort of artisan's tools being used to construct something, to build something. What do you do?
I'm gonna go ahead and knock on the door and ask to enter.
Yes, come on.
Okay, I'll go ahead and walk in.
What do you want?
I think we are searching for the same creature, and I placed down that the piece of or the scroll or whatever with the picture of the bogle, boggle bogle.
Boggle. I think it's Boggle, but it could be it could be other things. It's a funny name. Uh,
I brought with me a tracker, so any information you can give us, we can try to find this creature for you.
mm, perfect. That's some good news. She turns around, and you already had the impression that you were talking to a someone large, someone big in many different directions. Now that she was sitting in a chair and working on a workstation in front of her, uh, you can see that she created some sort of box, wooden box with some metal hinges, but you cannot really say what its purpose. But now she stands up, and you see a large woman with huge muscles on her arms, and as tall. I don't know in feet how tall she is, but let me search here. 210 centimeters, 2 feet. Google search. So 6 feet 8, according to Google.
She's pretty tall. She's
Pretty
definitely a
big.
basketball player.
Yeah, and
Wow.
very big
Is she
arms as
holding
a
a cannon?
yeah, and she
Those
has
grenades, those
cannonballs
bombs.
on her belt.
that's that's some set of balls you have.
That's what she said. Well, you arrived just in time. This, and she points to the wooden box that you didn't know the purpose of. I just developed my Boggle Trap 2.0.
Uh,
It will serve to trap the Boggle, if the name didn't make it clear. How do you
Okay.
intend to to make it appear?
How do we plan on making it appear? Uh, um, yeah, Riembeg. Any ideas?
Oh,
well, how does the trap work, first of all?
uh,
How's the mechanics of that?
Yeah, I definitely slide the box towards Riembeg.
yeah,
That
Riembeg.
be yours?
Yeah, although the the work itself on the trap is very good. It is very well made. The concept, the idea of the trap is super simple. So execution is not the problem. You think that the strategy is. It's not that it's bad in concept. It's just that it's just a box with you think it would need a bait inside of it, and once the bait is touched, the box closes and traps the creature inside.
Okay.
So it's a very simple mousetrap with extra steps. And you can see that she deliberately made something that won't hurt the boggle, only capture it, only trap it.
Is there any way we can do like a Arcana check or a Nature check to figure out if we knew anything about a boggle?
No, because of. Oh, actually, yes, okay. I'll let, but I'll make a a high DC. So Arcana 20, okay. Because of reasons, because there are ways that you can discover, but that would give you tips.
Okay, what do you got for Arcana there, Elijah?
For Archon. Got a +1. What are you working with?
Plus one.
You guys said the exact same characters.
Oh man. I'm gonna give it to you this time. Maybe with an advantage.
I don't know. Uh, is that a straight roll or advantage?
Mm, well, yeah, we're doing advantage on all of those, so why not? Can be advantage.
Close but no
Close.
cigar.
Yeah. I didn't give you the opportunity to recap, so I didn't give you any bonus for the recap. I'll explain that next session, Elijah. But
Okay.
why not?
Oh shit. I did not mean to do that. I
Okay.
just pressed enter.
But yeah, let me use that now because it's my okay. So yeah, turn your 17 to a 20. Drevon, you try to search your memories for a boggle in your brain, and actually one comes to mind. You know now, after you tried the hard as hard as you could to grab any information, that that trap won't work because boggles are fake creatures right? But they have some sort of connection to the Shadowfell. But most important of all, they have this trait right here. Boggles can enter any space, can turn any door, any hole in the wall, anything really, to create a dimensional rift bridge. So that way he can basically teleport anywhere. So a trap like that, a box, a closed space, it's child's play for the boggle. He will enter it and teleport away as soon as he can. But you don't seem to remember how you could bait one. You know they are tricksters. They don't do anything harmful to humans. They aren't like super dangerous uh, foes that can kill a human, but they are tricksters. They play tricks. That is their thing. You
So
you don't.
basically, the disappearing Kinder.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, well, I'm gonna explain all this to Riembeg.
Out loud so Gervash hears.
Now I'll say it Elvish and whisper in his ear.
Okay. She looks puzzled. She doesn't understand Elvish.
So basically, I'm telling you, this box ain't gonna work. It's you know, a trickster where basically he can just teleport in and out of it anyway, so it's not gonna hold him.
How do we break the news to her? Do we just leave? What-
Well, I would assume maybe we go, maybe try to read some information on a boggle and see what we can find on if that information has anything of trying to debate one.
What's a good place to go and read up on one? Where do we have to do some
We have
looking around?
two things here: is where is the nearest library or a place that has a lot of information, so we can get some more information on this boggle. And the other thing is this job gonna pay us anything? Because we need to eat and all that good stuff.
You ask Gervash this.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course you want pay. What pay do you need? I can offer the blessings that no one else can offer you.
What do you got?
What you mean what I got?
You said you offer blessings.
Yes.
What kind of blessings do you got?
Well, uh, for one, you will be blessed with extreme good luck. The first time after the blessing that you receive money, it will be the largest sum you ever received. Or maybe not, but it will be good money. Second, the first people you talk to in a romantic way will fall in love for you. Like, really fall in love. But maybe not, but it will. And third, the next time you fight, you will be the victor. You will win flawlessly. But maybe you won't.
Riembeg, don't say anything to me. Yeah, I ain't falling in love with you. Sorry.
Uh,
And the next time we fight a big baddie, I'm definitely gonna fart in the general direction.
how could you?
You know what? That might sound like a good blessing. We'll see what we can do. We'll come back when we let you know, or and let you know that the we have this creature. But where is the nearest library or uh, information book? Maybe a magic bookstore that's close by, so we can get as much information as possible.
Uh, as far as I know, there is that uh, very geeky guy, the one with the hard shell. Scarlet Shell was his name. He is a collector of books of some kind. But there is no library. You have to go to his place. This
Where's
isn't
the
Mitro
place?
Harbor, you know.
Yeah, I got that. Where's his place at?
It's I think it's on the northwest, so that way.
Okay, well, we will be back as soon as we get this job done for you, and we
Mm,
start heading
nice.
northwest,
Oh,
or at least
also,
I start
also,
heading.
also, I will capture that boggle for my heirloom, but also I can give you boggle juice. I guess I've heard it's very expensive. There are alchemists and wizards that pay a lot of gold for those, so I can fill a jar for you.
Okay, we'll take that.
Yeah,
Oh,
do that.
nice. Okay, see you in a while. And she goes back to the workstation. Starts. Okay.
Alright, we need to head in the northwest direction. Find this guy. What's his name?
Scarlet Shell.
Need to find Scarlet Shell. Get some info on this boggle.
Yeah. Okay. As you go there, how long can you guys play tonight? Maybe plus half an hour, 40 minutes. Because I know that for you it's no, actually for me it's later than for you. Anyways.
Uh,
Right now it's 10:21 p.m. How late do you want to play there, Elijah?
uh, I don't know. Hmm. I guess we can go till like 11:15 around that time. Add an extra 15 minutes. I usually don't
Okay.
go to bed so late.
Nice. Okay, so
Or unless you want to call it now, and then when we pick up, we'll be headed over there, and then, or we can go over there, and then as soon as we're done with that part, we'll be ready to end session and be ready for the new one.
mhm.
Does that
Yeah,
sound about right?
we still have some more things to do. I was just wondering if it is not like super late for you guys. You have to work tomorrow in the morning, something like that. I just want to calculate based on that. But if it's good to play for uh, 30 minutes or more, we
Yeah,
can
we got like
we can keep on playing. For me at least.
yeah. I'm cool with continuing to like 11,
Okay,
11:15.
perfect. 11:15, Daniel.
Yeah,
You cool with that?
yeah.
Then? Okay. Okay, so let's take a quick break right now. Let's grab some water, go to the bathroom, 5 to 10 minutes break, and then as soon as we get back, we'll see what this. Let me even give you the spoiler of this very shell shocked turtle man that you guys are going to meet next,
Okay.
and we'll be right back.
Alrighty.
I'm back.
That was weird timing. Just put my headset on. I don't think he's back yet.
Nah, he'll unmute himself if he does.
No.
So, what do you think so far?
Confusing. Trying to just figure out the map. Kind of the hardest part. Like, I don't really know the names of anything, stuff like that. So, just kind of picking up on what I can. But it's not bad.
Yeah, I like to do a little bit of role playing. Love the combat.
That's what I'm excited for. It's combat. See
I
what's
think
going
he's doing it as a 0.5 session, so you get used to how things are running, and then when we go through combat, I'm sure he'll explain it more as to how we're going to do it. But I mean, I don't even see your token on the map.
on. No, I only see yours in the middle of the ship.
Yeah. Okay. So how you get your token is you go over to your right, and you'll see where it says journal. You click on your journal.
Do I have to place down it anywhere?
Okay. Don't grab the picture. Just grab the name and hold the left button and just drop it next to me. A little bit further away from me.
Away from you? So it's not over you.
Yeah. Yeah. Move it into one of the squares. How do you have two tokens? Are you grabbing your thing again?
Yeah, because I can't get rid of this one. One sec. How do I... Ah, crap.
Try to right click the other one and get rid of it.
Right. What does this do? What is this? Ah, crap. He might have to get rid of it. Or can I just, like, put it off to the water to ignore it?
I don't know. You just put an X on it.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Try grabbing it and put it back into the journal.
Just somewhere else on the map. It sure as hell is. Alright, I've got an idea. Zoom out.
Throw it in the water next to one of the sharks.
Where'd it go? It's right there. Yeah, getting eaten by a shark right now at the bottom.
Chompers. That's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna summon a familiar shark and name it Chompers.
There. So we gotta go up to the left a little bit to find this guy.
I turned on my flashlight.
Huh?
You don't see the circle?
Oh, that's a flashlight?
No, it's for spells.
Oh, okay.
Like when I do my darkness, I'll throw that in there and I'll put it in black and it'll you can still see through it, but it tells everybody, look, if you go in there, that's magical darkness. Good luck seeing.
How do you turn that on and off?
Okay, so you go to your token and you right click it and you'll see like a gear pop up with a bunch of other circles.
On the map, I need to right click it. Yeah.
Okay, if you see the gear, you can click on that, and then it'll bring up all your stuff, like open character sheet and all that good stuff.
Oh, I need to go to the other select move. Yeah.
Okay. If you scroll down a little bit on that black square, it'll say token aura, and then you can like put the radius in, and then you can change the color, and you can change it from a square to a circle to everything else if you do the drop down shape.
Scroll down. Oh, okay. How do you turn it on? You just press save. Guessing. Oh.
Yep, there you go. Oh wow. You know, we'll have to. It's red.
Do this red.
We have to get a maxi pad.
Maxi pad. What's that?
You don't know what a maxi pad is?
On here?
No.
Oh, talking about. Okay, tampon.
Yeah, tampon.
I wasn't even thinking of that.
Yeah, we were just talking about tampons.
Cool subject. What is the conclusion?
I was showing him how to put up the oars, and he put up a red one. And I was like, "Oh, you need a maxi pad."
Oh. Anyways. Okay. Ready to hop on back on the game?
Yes.
Okay. So, once again, you hear the waves crashing onto the ships as you traverse this windy path towards the other side of Tidehaven. Luckily, it's a sunny day with few clouds, so it's at least easier to find your ways around this weird city. As you finally go towards the ship that belongs to Scarlet Shell, this turtle, sage or scholar, you would say. You're still not sure if he's a wizard or not, or if he's just some really smart guy, but you can see from the distance the humanoid turtle with an enormous shell, a very distinctive colored scale instead of skin, and you know he is your guy for books, for knowledge, for information on arcane and otherworldly subjects. What do you do?
Ahoy, Captain TMNT.
I wish I could spend one day without hearing that same joke. You're new
It's
around here,
only for
aren't
the
you?
goody.
I never seen your faces before.
Yes, we're here because we're looking for a book that you might have, or at least might know where we could obtain one.
Books are my specialty, young man. May I inquire the content of said book or some more informations.
We need information on boggles
Ah,
and how to actually capture one if possible.
those pesky ones. You're one heading towards a very hard task. Muggles are not only slinky and stealthy, they are also very slippery when it comes to capture. I would.
Have we ever ran across one in the Shadowfey? I'm asking across the table to you, Ariel.
Yeah, I would say. Roll a luck dice. This is a homebrew rule. You ask for your call odds or even, and you roll any dice.
So just like any dice, I can just roll a die four.
Yeah. So, but before you roll it, call even or odds.
Yeah. Okay, let me do this again then.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna do even.
Okay.
Of
Yeah.
course, it's odd.
You already had rolled
Said
even.
odd,
You had
didn't
to.
I?
Yeah, you had to call the other one because statistically.
Yeah, statistically, but then again, it's me rolling, so you know.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
So we never came across these before, so we have no information whatsoever other than what it looks like.
Exactly. As I said, boggles are very slippery. They are hard to catch. And may I inquire, just out of sake of curiosity, what is the purpose of capturing one?
Apparently, one had stole something from somebody, and we're trying to get it back.
Oh, I see. You're you're heading towards working alongside that good Vash lady, aren't you?
Yeah, is there something we should know about her?
Oh, she is a she's an odd one, indeed. But I'm a little uncertain about her overall, where her loyalties are held. You see,
I was be worried about her motives.
yeah, you see, there is. I've had my fair share of crazy folk that I had to interact with, but she, even even here, she is an odd one out. She has light cast upon her when it comes to craziness. I'm unsure if, even if she knows what she deals with. I mean, in regards to the entities that you worship. You see, I've traveled far and wide, through many seas worldwide, and I've seen that almost 90 out of 100 cases of weird and unheard entities end up being demons, or the Archfey, or even some things that lurk farther beyond our comprehension. That's why I'm afraid. Not afraid, but I tend to be cautious when it comes to her, and I suggest you do the same. You might end up helping her summon a creature from another dimension, or any other type of ritual of similar nature.
Gotcha. So we should keep an eye on her.
Yes. If you see anything that sounds or feels or looks like it don't belong in our world.
Like a boggle?
Yes.
Or even a Shatterkai?
Shatterkai. Oh, yes, the Shadow Elves. Oh, that reminds me to ask, are you two fellow gentlemen, not from around here, are you? I mean, from the material plane.
Are you asking if we're shadow elves?
If you don't mind me asking such a personal question.
Never heard of them.
Of course, of course.
No, we are sort of from the Shadow Fae, yeah.
Sort of.
But for the longest time I've lived here, on this realm anyway.
I see, I see.
Since I was about 5 years old.
I see.
Is that what you wanted to know?
Yes, among other things, I really want to. I really just search for knowledge wherever it might appear. And you, quiet one, are you the same?
I've been in this realm for quite a while, I'd say. Probably around 7.
I see, I understand it. Well, so you wish to capture a boggle. No easy task, as I said. They like shiny things and valuables. You said he stole a family heirloom from Gurvash, didn't you?
Yeah, something like that.
So
you're saying that we have to set something else out that he's going to really want?
yes, but you cannot make it look obvious. He probably lurks in the verge of the two realms as he searches for his next target. So you cannot be too on the nose, if you will. Try to look natural as you set your trap, and try to make it look like it was easy to acquire. For some reason, they are more akin to stole that which comes easily. Do you understand me?
But how do we capture one? I mean, we can
Kind
You
of
know,
shiny things.
bait it, but how do we capture it?
Oh, that is also a very difficult part. You see, they can come and go as they please. Every time they enter through a door, through a window, even inside of a bag, they can come and go to as as easily as we ourselves can take a step, or take a swim, or hide in our shells.
Can they get out of Liamon's tiny hut?
Hmm. Do you know that spell, young one? It's a very rare one.
Yes, a very expensive one to acquire.
Expensive, that is. Uh, um, if you know such a spell, one that creates extra dimensional spaces, it would help. For as far as I know, it can only travel in and out of the material to the Shadowfell and only between those two. An extra dimensional space belongs in the astral plane, one that the Boggle does not normally have access to. But how can you convince it to enter your tiny hut?
That is a good question. It's got to be something really, really awesome that they would want. I'm wondering if Kurvash might have something else that would be of interest to this thing. I mean, I'm assuming she's got all sorts of craziness in her on her ship. I'm wondering if she has something else that might be interesting.
He did seem to know a little bit.
Or maybe you have something that might be of interest to the Boggle.
Me?
You, Scarlet Shell? Yeah.
What if I have? Don't want to help further the craziness of that woman.
But technically, you already are by giving us information.
Well, it is that I have a belief that knowledge should not be kept in secrecy. It should be shared.
What if you help us capture this thing, and then in exchange, myself and my companion will tell you about the Shadow Fae?
No, no, no. That is very. Yes, yes. I really want to know.
Is
Can
that
you?
something I can roll on for persuasion?
But can you can you take me there? Perhaps take me to the Shadowfell. Is that a possibility?
I can. I can't make promises, but I can see what I can do.
If you guarantee me, I can hand over my most valuable possession to further to further your goals. It is an item that not even a boggle will be able to resist.
I see. Give us tonight, and we will come back tomorrow and let you know.
Is your raven with you, Drevon?
Yes, yes. He's either circling around, or if he has something to share or something like, he might fly up on my shoulder or something like that.
Okay.
Most likely, he's on my shoulder right now.
Yeah,
If he hasn't spotted anything.
yeah. If he isn't there yet, he lands on your shoulder, and he. "Gah!"
Yes, Cabal.
"Gah!"
Yeah, I don't know what he's saying. He's crowing at me. Okay, what is he saying as my familiar? I'm sure he can talk to me.
All right.
Through my mind, right?
Well, I happen to have a scroll of animal speech, if you would. Be curious to know what your pet has to say to you. It works. I tested it myself.
Is my familiar okay with doing that?
Remind me, do you? I think you can speak telepathically to your familiar, as
Correct.
from the find familiar spell, right?
Hold on. I can bring it up real quick.
Yeah.
Uh, you gain the service of a familiar, a spirit that takes on an animal form you choose: bat, cat, crab, frog, toad, hawk, lizard, octopus, owl, poisonous snake, fish, quipper, whatever that is. I guess some sort of fish. Rat, raven, seahorse, spider, or weasel. Appearing in an unoccupied space within range, the familiar has the statistics of the chosen form, though it is a celestial, fey, or fiend, which most likely is fey. Um, your choice is, instead of a beast. Your familiar acts independently of you, but it always obeys your commands in combat. It rolls its own initiative and acts on its own turn. A familiar can't attack, but it can take other actions as normal. When a familiar drops to 0 hit points, it disappears, leaving behind no physical form. It reappears after you cast the spell again as an action. You can temporarily dismiss the familiar to a pocket dimension. Alternatively, you can dismiss it forever. As an action, while it is temporarily dismissed, you can cause it to reappear in any unoccupied space within 30 feet of you. Whenever the. Ew, boy. Sorry, hold on.
No
This is a
telepathy.
big long. When your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically.
Oof. Okay. There it is. Okay. So, uh,
Oh, I can also cast a spell with a range of touch. Your familiar can deliver the spell as if it had cast the spell. Well, that's pretty cool too. But yes, I can communicate with it telepathically.
perfect. Your crow, your cabal is telling you that uh, Drevon, do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. In my mind, I'm saying it.
Yeah.
Is there a way to get him to the Shadow Fae?
Our Majesty won't be pleased with such dealings. Her domain is not to be bargaining chip.
It's to help. I forgot his name. What's your name again, Elijah?
My name is Remberg. Riembeg.
Okay, yeah.
Go by
it's to
Remberg.
it's to get Riembeg um, his goal that she sent him to. So I'm assuming this should help him in that case, and just letting him in and for say 24 hours, and then he's kicked out.
I cannot I cannot hold you from for making your own decisions. I'm just giving you my input on the matter. I think Our Lady won't be pleased. Kaka!
It's a small price to pay to get her bidding done in this realm.
I said what I needed to say, and it flies away. Deal.
Okay, so I told Riembeg that I don't think it's a good idea that he goes. I don't think the Raven Queen would like it too much. Him
Why?
getting.
Why not?
I say this in Elvish into his ear.
Okay. Oh, to Riembeg. Okay. Oh, that is Elvish, right? I, I, hello, how are you? And he's saying that in Elvish.
He heard me whispering.
uh, Probably not because he didn't react it to what you say, but he understood it was he didn't understand the content of what you said, but he understood it the language you said it.
Hey, Riembeg or Elijah, you have a abyssal.
Uh, not seeing it.
What languages did you take?
Let's see. Let's see. Trying to find it.
All the way to your left, it's got like armor, then it says weapons, tools, then languages below it on your character sheet.
Yeah, I'm looking. Fire open. Oh. Yeah, I've got Abyssal.
Okay, so I switch to abyssal and I say the same thing in his ear. That it's. I don't think it's a good idea to get him into the realm and then back out. I believe that Raven King is not going to like it. Maybe we can see if he'll accept some other payment or something like that. Do you have any ideas?
On payment? I do not.
Either
What
we
would
give
it?
him a lot of gold or uh, some sort of favor or something like that. But I
Much?
just don't think the trip to the shadow phase is going to work.
Um. Does he like the boggle juice at all? Should we ask him? We might get boggle juice at the end of this. Or does he need payment now?
I'm sure he's going to want payment now because he's giving up an object
Okay.
of muy importante to get this boggle to go towards the trap. So
How do I check how much gold I have? I don't
should
think
be
I have
under inventory. Yeah,
To the
go
right?
I think I
On the
think
top?
for the normal is
Right.
500 gold.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
You started out with 500 gold, correct.
We
But
could
there should be like
see.
a gold and a silver thing just to the right where after you click on inventory and it should say like 500.
I'm at 0. I guess I could adjust it. Is
Yeah,
it
just
GP? Go to 500.
yeah, GP. Click on the where it says adjust coin, put in 500, then click add.
Well, shall we see how much he wants payment? We could do gold. I don't really have much else.
Okay, I say to him in Elvish, would you accept gold?
Uh, well, with a little more disappointment than the initial offer. But yes, so everyone has to eat and drink ale, haven't they?
So what's your price?
Well, I'll lend you a very important piece of my collection for you to use as bait. It should be on the on the scale of hundreds. So I would say 150 gold shall be enough.
That's 75 a piece there, Elijah.
Got any other ideas, or what would be
You
our?
want to give up that 75, huh?
I don't know. I don't know how the. Just a quick rundown across the table. How valuable is, per se, a coin to items I can buy gold, at least.
Yeah, it depends on the lifestyle. Okay, so if you want like if you are on the middle class, one gold piece is like the payment for a month worth of hard work, so of regular in a regular job. So one gold piece is it's to buy food for 2 weeks or so, or actually for even more than that.
Okay. What was that language? I'm gonna speak Abyssal to Drevon and ask, what do you think of the deal? You've been around here longer.
I think we need to go back to Gervosh and either make her pay the 150 gold, or she needs to come up with the magical item that could lure this boggle. Is what I think.
Still speaking in Abyssal to you? Yeah, I think we should go do that and tell him we'll be back.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back. We're gonna either ask for 150 gold, or she needs to come up with her own magical item that he just can't. The boggle couldn't live without.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Okay, back to Gurvash. Return of the Kings. Okay, excellent. You return to Gurvash. So, what did you got? I'm starting to mix the, the role play of each of their voices. I think it's more here or Gurvash. Yeah, it sounds here. It sounds
Okay,
about
lady.
right. Yeah.
Here's the deal. We think we can get it trapped and everything, but we need bait. And it's either you got to come up with a magical item that it can't live without, or
I made a
if we
sandwich.
come up
Does
with
that work?
what?
A sandwich? No. I just
No,
made
not
one.
a sandwich.
We need something shiny.
You're right. So it's either you got to come up with a magical item that it can't live without, or you give us 150 gold and we'll come up with the item. But it ain't coming out of my pocket.
Ha! 150. Look at my face. Huh. No. Shinies. I would have a very nice shiny, but that damned creature stole it from me, from under my nose.
Well, how bad do you want it back?
Roll a persuasion check. Or intimidation. Your choice.
I've got a +6 on persuasion. Oh wait, no,
Oh,
that's perception. Never mind. Persuasion's -1, and same with intimidation. That's all you.
okay. So there's no way he's not going to give me advantage, right? Ariel?
He has a negative, right? Yeah,
Like both.
I wouldn't think that one will be enough. So
Okay,
it's
I'll
a
go ahead and roll
straight
that
roll.
roll.
Yeah. Let's see.
How about a
Ooh.
23?
Ooh.
How about Gurvash? Yeah, I'm going to roll her with her insight on whisper mode, but you have to trust me. Okay, I rolled a 12, so you beat it fair and square. 150, you say?
Yep, 150.
150 gold.
I say in Abyssal to him, I said, I wish I would have asked for 200, huh?
A little extra to eat tonight.
Yeah, but I'm not cruel like that all the time. So
You
we'll
let her slide.
yeah, we'll let her slide.
On session 0, I want to play a evil campaign. On session 1, let it slide.
Hey, you know, I rolled the dice to see if I was going to be evil or not to her.
Okay. It's kind of like the Dark Urge from Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, there you go.
Have to make a save to not get all crazy and kill people. Okay. Um, yeah. Gurvash thinks for a while. Yeah, it's it has a sentimental value. I would, if I could, I would gladly pay 150 for to have it, my heirloom back. It's a deal. I'll hand you over the gold, and you go buy whatever you think it will work. Did you spoke with the turtle?
Yeah, we're speaking with him now. That's why we need the money.
Okay, don't let that man fool you. All right?
Yeah, he said the same thing about you, so
I bet he
we'll
did.
just get this done for you.
Well, I hope that you know
Okay.
what you're doing.
Okay, so we're gonna head back to we're gonna head back to Leonardo and give him the gold so we can get the item
Okay.
and his help because the whole thing was he was supposed to help us for the 150, not just give us the item, right?
Yes, 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 yes. So. Let's go. Yes.
Okay,
Got
so
the
we're back
150.
talking to Scarlet Shell, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Can't you
right.
recognize me by my voice? My wise man voice?
Kind of sound like Sean Connery.
Yes, indeed.
Shaken, not stirred. That's my Sean Connery. Okay,
10 out of
so
10.
we're just like, okay, so what's the, what plan do you have, Scarlet Turtle, to lure this boggle and trap him? Other than I can cast Liam in a tiny hut, and he can go in. I think I can stop him from coming back out.
I happen to have another harmless idea. Of course, there is always the possibility of using more brute force, but in my case, while you were away, I prepared a scroll of the sleep spell. One should be enough to make such a tiny and weak creature fall asleep. That way we can trap him into the tiny hut, and there you can uh, do what you need to do with it. It sounds like a plan.
Okay, so we're gonna put this trap out, and then you're gonna cast a sleep spell on him, and then I'm gonna cast Liam's tiny hut, which lasts 8 hours, so we can only trap it for 8 hours, and then uh, Gervosh can do whatever he's gonna do to this thing, or she's gonna do whatever she's gonna do, and then that's it.
It surely sounds like a plan for me. What say you, quiet one?
Hmm. Let's try not to harm him, but if we've got to, we will. Let's think I have anything. Not much I can do. I say that's a good plan.
Excellent.
Let's try.
All right, I guess it sounds like a good plan. We can. When do you want to execute this plan, there, Scarlet Shell?
Yes. Well, I am not very busy right now, so if it's unless you have anything better to do, no, I'm ready to go to help you with that one.
All right. Hey, Ariel, do you want to continue this, or do you want to call it and wait for next week's session?
Yeah, I'ma call it, but not before saying that as you leave Scarlet Shell's ship, once again, stepping on planks, stepping on wooden bridges that aren't as safe as you wish they could be. In the distance, a raven flies and lands. It is Cabal. It is the spirit that takes physical form in the shape of the symbol of a very powerful entity. As it lands on the shoulder, this time not of Drevon, but of someone else. A very distinctive looking lady watches you from uh, behind a ship, a ship's main central pillar. The woman, wearing all but black, watches carefully as she studies your every move, seeing if you are capable of dealing with the even the even the smallest of tasks.
Mm.
And that is where we're gonna end for tonight.
Oh wow, I recognize her, right?
Yeah, you don't. You're Draven. You don't see her. This is just happening far away from where your characters are. Okay, but
Okay.
it is
Uh,
just for the narration for the scene for to be a kind of a cliffhanger for next session to keep you building theories.
okay. Yeah, I got you.
Okay, how did you think of the session?